Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my November favorites. I know I am so late on this bandwagon, but I thought better late than never, right? I still can't believe how fast this year has gone by. It is so crazy to me. It's already December. So let's just go ahead and get started into the video. So for my first favorite, I did mention this product in one of my previous videos as one of my semi-regrets. It is the Elcie Micro Silk Foundation. I had said I regretted this product for just the main reason that I felt like I was literally wasting product with this foundation. So I really wanted to like it because I heard so many reviews on it, so many people that did like it. So I tried everything from like using different brushes, trying different primers, prepping my brushes before I apply the foundation. And I actually have this in like one of my top 3 foundations that I would want to use like every single day if I could. This foundation has literally made my skin look so flawless. I love it better than my NARS Sheer Glow foundation and almost as much as my Makeup Forever foundation. What I did to go ahead and start using this and being able to fall in love with it was I tried using a different brush. Usually whenever I wear foundations, I don't have too many acne spotting. I have a little bit of dark spots like on my forehead area, but as far as like having serious acne and things like that, I mainly use foundation to cover like my freckles and like some of my acne scarring and things like that. So whenever I'm looking for a foundation, I don't look for something that is like very sheer where you can actually see through the foundation and let it be known that you're wearing it. So one of the brushes that I used with this foundation to have me see like a semi difference was the Morphe G6 brush. This brush, I don't know what it is compared to like all of my other flat top brushes, but it is so dense and I feel like I don't have to use as much product whenever I use this brush. I've noticed whenever I use like other foundations that I tend to use with like my Sigma brush and things like that, that I find that I use more product with those brushes than I do with this one, if that makes any sense at all. I just feel like it gives a flawless application. Since I felt like I was using too much of this product, I wanted to try using this brush to see if there was any difference, because I first noticed that I didn't use much product with this brush with my Makeup Forever HD foundation. So I started using it with my Elcie one and I just fell in love with it. And then I started using different primers and things like that with the foundation as well. I noticed that with the smoothing primer with the Makeup Forever one, that helped me like just hydrate my skin, so it wasn't like I was having to put so much on it, because there is like a little tint of color in that primer. And with another thing that I started using like in the summertime, I started using the Becca Illuminating Skin Perfector, and I think it was Opal. I would mix it and that helped tremendously. I don't know what it was, or if it was just because I was using this with my beauty blender, but this is literally my favorite foundation. The next product I'm going to mention is from NARS, and it is from their holiday collection. It's their dual intensity blush little duo that they collaborated with Stephen Klein, and I got the one in the shade Vengeful. As you can see, it is just such a pretty color. It gives you both a blush and a highlight. I love the highlighting color. I feel like it is very similar to like the Laura Geller, you know, the gold highlighting trend that everybody's looking for. And the blush, I just think it is so beautiful, especially for the fall time. I'm more into like dark blushes lately. I find that the blush lasts all day on my skin, as well as the highlighter. I usually mix the highlighter with like different highlighters, not just using it by itself, because it does just give like a soft glow to the skin, if that makes any sense. But I have been loving this and I recommend this in anybody's makeup collection. The next product I'm going to mention is an obvious favorite for the month. I've been using them in every single tutorial that I've done, and it's the Velour Lashes in the style Winging. It does come in like in a purple box. I did order mine like in October whenever they had their breast cancer awareness, And I also ordered a bunch of other eyelashes as well from like House of Lashes and Mosquito, but I've only found myself wearing the winging style, which is what I have on my eyes right now. I love these lashes. They are so pretty. They're very dramatic, they're very wispy, and they give your eyelashes like so much volume. It's insane. I think these eyelashes make any eye look that you have look flawless. It is so pretty. I don't know if I can compare these to any like drugstore brand since I haven't like tried so much besides like the Demi Wispies and things like that. But I definitely recommend these lashes. They're mink lashes, so they last for a very long time. I think you can wear them like up to 20 or 30 times. I just think it's really worth the money. They're so pretty. They're my favorite lashes, and I haven't stopped using them the entire month. This next product is something that I had recently purchased about a month ago, I would say, and it's the Benefit Hello Flawless Powder in Champagne. I use this in a lot of my tutorials this month as well. I really love this powder foundation. It is so pretty. I usually use it to set under like my eye area where my concealer is, or like on my forehead and chin area. Like I said, I do have like some acne scarring, so whenever my foundation isn't like full coverage, I can just go ahead and dab a little bit of this like over those problem areas and it just disappears. I think this is so pretty whenever I put it under my eye area because I think it gives more of like a coverage. If I notice in the colder months, my skin tends to get a little bit more red around like my T-zone area for some reason. I'm not sure what it is. So whenever I use this to set like my concealer, I also like bring it down to like my mouth area and, you know, my T-zone. And it helps with the redness. I don't know if it's just because there's like some color to it. I did get Champagne because it is a little bit lighter to use it for like highlighting certain areas. I'm currently liking this more than like the translucent powders and my Anastasia setting powders or the MAC Pro Emphasize powders, and it just gives that like airbrush finish to the face. I definitely recommend this to anybody that has like redness in their skin or like that shows throughout the day above their foundation, because it is a lifesaver. These next products that I'm going to mention are blushes. I have been using a lot of different blushes this past month and for like the fall and winter time. Since it is like getting colder, I like to use more like darker blushes. So for the first favorite is the Sigma Cheeky Powder Blush. I've had this blush for quite some time. I think I got it like last year, and it was my favorite whenever I bought it last year. As you can tell, it's like a dark mauve shade. I would say it has more like of a red pinky undertone, but I just love this blush. It is so pretty, like just barely throwing it on like the apples of your cheeks. I just love this blush, and it's so easy to like blend, and it lasts all day long as well. I definitely recommend this if you are just on the hunt for a new one. This is a great blush. This next blush is from Makeup Geek, and it's in the shade Infatuation. I've had this blush for quite some time. I use it like all year round. I find myself using it like during the summertime because it does give me like that bronzy glow. And I also use this during the winter months because it also warms up the face. I usually like bronze my face and then like contour and then like add a blush. So this, usually I don't have to like bronze around my face before, like whenever I'm unsure if I want to put blush on, I always gravitate towards this one because it gives me like that bronzy effect and it doesn't look chalky whatsoever. These also last all day on my skin, and I think they're like maybe like $10, $9, something like that, which is half of the price of MAC's, and they're such a great quality as well. So my last products are all lipsticks, and majority of them is from MAC. One is from a drugstore, one is from Gerard Cosmetics. I have been loving lipsticks lately. Like usually during like the colder months, I like to wear like dark, vampy lips. Usually in the like hotter months, I like to wear like nude just to keep it simple. I'll wear nude like in the wintertime if I'm wearing like an intense, you know, dramatic eye or anything like that. But The first one I'm gonna go ahead and talk about is the L'Oreal Paris lipstick in Ferris Nude. I purchased this lipstick because of a review that a YouTuber had did, and honestly, I don't even know how I passed this in the drugstore. This is such a pretty pinky nude. If you're looking more of like a nude that has a little bit more pink but not too much, this is like right up your alley. The only thing I can't stand is the smell of it. It kind of reminds me of like my grandma's lipsticks whenever I was little and like got into her stuff. This is like perfect for all year round. I just love it. Next color I'm going to mention is from Gerard Cosmetics, and it is in the shade 1995. As you can see, I am literally almost done with this lipstick. I purchased it last year and completely ran through it like nothing. I purchased another one before the spring had started, and now I'm almost completely gone with it again. It's just a really beautiful dark mauve-y shade. I love this color whenever I just don't even know what to wear. Like if I really don't want to wear like a nude lip, I'll go ahead and put this on because it just goes with everything. If I have like a plain eye look, I'll just throw it on just to give me like a pop of color. It is so pretty. I absolutely love it. So this color from MAC is called Dark Side, and it's just like a dark cherry. I would explain this. It's like very like a dark maroony color. I love this color. I like to pair it with like a dark lip liner and like fill majority of my lips with it, because I do notice with this lipstick, since it is like a amplified finish, it tends to run throughout the day. So I try to like use a pencil that is very similar to the color and just mainly focus putting this like on the center of my lips. I love this lipstick. I always find myself using it. I purchased it around last year and I used it quite a bit than I thought I would, but I would definitely recommend this for anybody that likes dark lips. Like I said, just remember to get a lip pencil because this does tend to run a little bit, that I've noticed on me. The last lip color I'm going to mention is Honey Love. This is like a darker version of Myth, I would say, because it is like a dark nude, but not too dark, if that makes sense. I definitely recommend this for like anybody, any skin tone actually. If you're like more darker in skin tone, this will be a perfect nude for you. For somebody that's very light skinned, this is probably a little bit more of like something that you would want to wear during like the night or the colder months, because it is dark if you are light skinned. But I love using this color. I like to pair it with like Strip Down, which is like my go-to color to use for like nudes and stuff, because it is more of like almost skin tone color. But this color has been my favorite the past month because I find myself using it a lot lately, and it is so pretty, especially whenever you top it with the lip gloss. It is just perfection. So my last favorite for the month, I am gonna include in my videos like lifestyle favorites as well, because I like to watch videos that include like not only just makeup, but also things that people have been loving as well, like if it's snacks or clothing or candles or anything like that, nature. It just makes things more well-rounded. Last favorite for the month are these tall riding boots that I had got last year, and I have been using them non-stop for the month and majority of December. I like these because they're so different. They have like this lace up back, as you could see here, and it's just plain on the front. But I love wearing these with everything that I wear. Literally, I'll just put like stockings on and like throw them over like leggings or something, and it literally looks like I tried when I really didn't. I did find mine on like Depop shops. .com. I was on the hunt for these for like the longest time. I really love them. I want to get a black pair because of how much I use these so much, and I would say they're true to size. I wear a size 8 in general, and that's what size I got in these. I do have big calves, so I was a little worried how they would fit like around like my calf area, since I wasn't able to try them on. But since it has like the lace up back, you're able to adjust it just a little bit more than you would if it was just like a zip up. So yeah, that basically wraps up my entire favorites for the month of November. Let me know in the comments of what you guys have been loving for this past month. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.